Good morning, guys. I hope everybody is doing well today. So I know I said I wasn't going to have another video until next week, but I did want to get something out for you for the weekend because I don't know about you, but I love watching fragrance videos and relaxing videos on the weekend. So today's video is one that was highly requested. This is about the best performing fragrances in my collection. These are fragrances I don't have to think about. I can just spray them on. I know they're going to last me all day. I know they're going to perform. So first, just a little side note, most of my perfumes do have a good performance. That's one of the main constituents that I use when I'm picking a perfume is, does it have good longevity? But there are a few exceptions to that rule. So there's a couple fragrances I do keep even if they don't have great performance. But today's video, I wanted to share with you the ones that really jumped out at me, the ones that I think are the best performing. So if you're interested, then keep watching. And if this is your first time here, thank you so much for clicking on my thumbnail. I would love if you would stick around. We do talk about beauty, luxury, lifestyle, and fragrance on this channel. So if that is your thing, then stay tuned. And without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so the first fragrance on my list today is Chloe Absolu de Parfum. And the reason that I feel that this fragrance deserves a shout out on my longest lasting list is because it has amazing performance for what it is, and it's not the type of fragrance you would expect to have incredible performance. So like I mentioned in my intro, none of my fragrances are really poor in performance because that's one of the constituents that I use to keep it. I usually will not keep a fragrance if it doesn't have good performance, with the odd exception. This one is a very soft, beautiful rose, vanilla, patchouli fragrance. It's very elegant, it's very feminine, it's very classic, it's very clean and pretty. It's just one of those go-to, like you can't go wrong. It's one that I would easily grab any day of the summer when I just wanted to smell pretty and put together and feminine and soft. Beautiful fragrance, and it does last me all day and get me compliments. So for being a soft rose fragrance, this has excellent performance. And as I've told you guys before, this is my favorite Chloe fragrance, so I highly recommend checking this one out if you haven't. The next one on my list is Chanel Chance Eau de Parfum. So actually, all of the Chanel Chance fragrances that I've tried have okay performance for what they are, but some of the EDTs like the Eau Vive and the Eau Fraiche don't last incredibly long periods of time, but I do notice that the Chanel Chance Eau de Parfum has very good longevity. So this is one of my favorite fragrances. Again, this is just an easy go-to. It's very feminine and very classy, very sophisticated. It's timeless as far as I'm concerned. It's one of those fragrances that will always be on my top 5 for life. And I like this one more for the summertime. I cannot wait for a little bit warmer weather when I can wear this. But this is one that I will put on in the morning and I will smell all day long and into the night. And I will usually be able to smell it on my clothing for a couple of days after. So yeah, Chanel Chance Eau de Parfum, incredible performance and beautiful, classy fragrance. The next one on my list is Mon Guerlain Intense. So actually the Mon Guerlain Eau de Parfum and the Mon Guerlain Floral both have a really good longevity and projection. The EDT was okay, it wasn't terrible. I did used to own that one, but this is one of my favorite ones. And this one is very similar to the original Eau de Parfum, except this one has a little bit more tonka bean and vanilla. It's a little bit less heavy on those fresh kind of floral nuances, and it's a little bit heavier in the vanilla category. And I absolutely love this. This is one that I know when I put it on is going to last me for all night. I know that everybody is going to be able to smell me, and I always get compliments on it as well. It's kind of the perfect combination between feminine and classy meets sexy and sultry. So it's kind of that perfect mix of that like go-to everyday feminine fragrance, but with a very sultry kind of a sexy vanilla twist on it. I think this one is great for all ages as well. And yeah, this one will last me literally all day. It has very bold performance. The next one that has incredible performance is another one that I think really deserves a shout out because for what it is not one I would ever expect to have such big performance, and this is Balenciaga Florabotanica. So this is a newer one to my collection if you guys watch my channel. This was one that took a while to grow on me. I didn't think I liked it a few months ago, and after bringing it home to play with it, once I heard it was going to be discontinued, by the way, I don't know for sure if it is going to be discontinued, but when I heard that it was going to be, I brought a bottle home and started playing with it a little bit, and it quickly became one of the most beautiful fragrances I've ever smelled. And this one, you guys, I'm not even kidding with you. You only need 1 or 2 sprays and it will last you all day. This is a mint, cannabis, rose, carnation, amber, and vetiver fragrance. So I think the reason that it lasts so long is because it does have that amber and that vetiver in the base, which gives it a little bit more depth and a little bit more substance. So it's not just your typical light green floral scent. It's not like a super fresh green scent. It does have a fresh vibe to it because there is that mint, but it's also got this like very strong earthiness to it and woodiness. And I think that's why it lasts so long. So it's an incredible fragrance. I love this so much. And this truly is, for being a green floral fragrance, a very beast mode fragrance. So yeah, if you're looking for a really great fragrance for the summertime that will last you all day without having to spray much, this is a great one. This is one that I keep on coming up to, taking the lid off, smelling. I just love the way this smells, you guys, and I cannot wait for the summertime to be able to wear this. The next fragrance on my list is Montal Chocolate Greedy. So this is one that I really didn't think I was going to like. If you guys watch my videos, you know that this one, when I first smelt it, I really did not think I was going to like it. I pretty much made up in the first 2 minutes in my mind that I was going to sell it. And after I wore it, I completely changed my mind. So it was another reminder that you really have to give your fragrances a chance and wear them before you make up your decision. This is a very powdery chocolate fragrance. Somebody actually compared this in my comment section to Cocoa Puffs. I'm sorry, I don't know the name of the person who said that, but I thought, yeah, they're not wrong. Like, it definitely has sort of a fluffy, pastry, chocolatey kind of a vibe about it. It's very powdery and very soft, and it has a little touch of vanilla in there as well. Very feminine and sweet. And initially I thought this was going to be too gourmand for me, but after wearing it and kind of sniffing it on myself throughout the day and just kind of like getting the odd whiff as I was walking around, I completely changed my mind about this one, you guys. It's so pleasant and so feminine and so pretty, and it's even got a little bit of a sexiness to it. Usually I don't like something that is that gourmand. This one I really, really like, and for being sort of a soft, powdery fragrance and without being a really complex perfume, this has incredible performance. The third last one on my list is one that is also new to my collection, and this is Loubirouge from Christian Louboutin. So I'm including this one a little bit more these days because it is so new and because I am so obsessed with it, and I absolutely love this, you guys. So I haven't really had a chance to wear this for a full day yet, but the experience that I had when I did spray it when I first got it was that only one spray and I could smell it all night long on my skin through my shirt, and I could still smell it the next day. This has a really high quality, long lasting formula to it, and it's also an incredible fragrance. So first of all, I'll give you another look at the bottle because the bottle is truly a marvel. Such a beautiful fragrance and such a beautiful bottle. So this is a cardamom, vanilla, and iris fragrance. So really not very complex. And I was kind of worried when I purchased it. I was worried that it would be not long lasting, not a very good scent. I thought it was going to be a little bit basic, to be honest. And I was worried that it would be too powdery or too woody or something like that. And this is actually one of the most beautiful fragrances I've ever smelt. It has this subtle spiciness that gives it a little bit of a touch of masculinity, but it blends so nicely with the vanilla and the iris, and it's such a gorgeous, beautiful, powdery vanilla scent with just a very, very subtle woodiness and a subtle spiciness. So yeah, even though this one I might be a little bit biased with this one because it is new and I am a little bit obsessed with it, this I think is truly one of the best, longest lasting perfumes in my collection, and I definitely recommend checking it out if you haven't. The next longest lasting fragrance in my collection is Dior Addict. So this is a beautiful, creamy, sort of a nighttime bourbony vanilla fragrance with some white florals. I love this. It is so sexy. It's so mature, so good for date nights. This one, I have made the mistake in the past of overspraying, thinking that I would need a lot more of this than I really do. And you really don't need very much of this. A couple of sprays will last you for the whole night. And actually, I can smell this still to this day. I can smell it on a shirt that I wore a few weeks ago for a date. So this lasts an incredibly long time. It's such a beautiful, bold, sexy fragrance, and it's one that you don't need very much of. So this one definitely jumped out at me when I was trying to pick my longest lasting, best performing fragrances. And yeah, I think this is kind of a must-have. This is one that I can't really see myself getting rid of. It's just such a beautiful, classy vanilla. And yeah, that is Dior Addict. And the final one on my list is Delina Exclusif. I'm sorry, you guys. I know that I am beating a dead horse with a stick here by talking about this fragrance over and over, but this fragrance ticks off so many boxes for me, and this, I think, has to be one of the longest lasting in my collection, if not the longest lasting and the best performing. So again, beautiful, sexy, sweet, feminine rose fragrance with some lychee, some woody notes, a little bit of incense. It's a very creamy, unique rose fragrance. It's absolutely beautiful. And this one, again, I only need to spray a couple of sprays of this and it will last me all day. It will project. I do get compliments on this, and this one I can still smell on my clothing for days and days. I will go to do the laundry, I'll pick up a shirt that I wore when I wore this, and I can still smell it so strongly, and it's such a beautiful smell, and it just reminds me of what good performance this fragrance really does have. So yeah, this is one of the best investments I think I've made so far in my perfume collection. It just ticks off so many boxes for me, makes me feel incredible. I love the bottle, and yeah, the performance is monster on this one. So that is the last one on my list, Delina Exclusif. So that was it for today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed hearing my thoughts on these long-lasting fragrances. I would love to hear down below what some of your recommendations are. I'm always looking for that next amazing fragrance to add to my collection, and I'll see you guys all next time. Bye for now.